Yo, what up fam? Welcome back to a brand new video, AskJT number 18 here on the JTsuits YouTube channel. As always, if you have questions for me, leave them hashtag AskJT. If I don't get to them Fuck, I was doing so good. If I don't get to them this video, hopefully I'll get to it next video. Let's hop right into this AskJT special holiday rendition. We're gonna answer a bunch of fucking questions right now. Alright, first question from my boy Jared Rumney. How much outside time do you guys get at RTC and at A school? Are there any times when you felt trapped inside and you just wanted to get some fresh air?
What's the very, very worst thing about prison?
Don't encourage him, Dwight.
The worst thing about prison was the Dementors. They were flying all over the place and they were scary, and then they come down and they suck the soul out of your body and it hurt.
Great question, man. Now, to start off at boot camp, you don't really get outside time. Everything you do is with your division. If you're outside, you're marching, you're training for marching, you're going somewhere where you're marching, or you're doing PT, or you're marching to fucking galley. Plus, anyways, when I was in boot camp, I was there in the summer. So fucking humid. I was sweating bullets. So outside time, you know, in the summer, you don't really want to go out there. It's hot as balls. In the winter, you know how Chicago is. It's cold, snowy, windy. You know, so the only good outside time is you're going to be on your Sundays. When you get holiday routine and you get to go to the chapel, you might get to walk outside, you know, with a couple of your guys to the chapel, back and forth, and, you know, get some fresh air, take in the breeze, but that's about it. All right, next question from Jonathan Tosto. What was your best favorite experience while serving in the Navy? Now, I like answering this question because, you know, when you usually hear your best favorite experience, you know, it's going to be like, oh, I was out partying, I had a foursome with 3 Thailand trannies.
What?
I'm joking. Honestly, though, to answer this question, probably when I think about my best experience in the military, it was helping people. It was when we were helping the Philippines, Operation Damian, during the hurricane in 2013, the big typhoon that hit them. My aircraft carrier, we were the first ones on scene. And we saved so many lives, you know, and that was my best experience, you know, doing the humanitarian effort. It's fucking awesome. Alright, next question from Cranky Llama. Just wondering how many quals you would be looking at once you arrive to your first command. Now, this is a word you guys are going to want to get really familiar with. Quals. Qualifications. Get qualled up. Get your fucking quals. What the fuck are you doing? You've been at this command for 2 years. You ain't got shit. No, but honestly, getting your qualifications is the big thing they're going to push. It's just OJT training. On-the-job training. You know, for me, for aviation, once I got to my command as an airman, as an E3, you know, I had to get my tire and wheel qualification. I had to get my plane captain qualification. I had to get my hydraulic sampling qualification. There's a bunch of things, a bunch of OJT stuff you're going to be doing regardless of your job. If you're a fucking boatswain's mate, you're going to have to get your chip paint qual. Next question from my boy Dick, or should I say Richard. Do sailors wear dog tags? Now, there are a certain breed of people, a certain hoo-yah motivated sailor that always wears their jingly ass dog tags. Well, actually in boot camp you'll get a silencer so they won't be like clanky and shit. I look like a fucking T-Rex. But no, the majority of people aren't going to wear dog tags. You know, they're only for, like, if your boots on the fucking ground, like a badass Marine going in the fight, then yeah, you're going to have to wear your dog tags, because if you're KIA or if you get an IED, if you get blown up, how they have to identify you. But on a ship, you know, we're not in direct combat. I guess if you worked on the flight deck, like I worked on the flight deck, so that would be a place to wear your dog tags, because you could get blown off the ship, or they would have to identify your body potentially if you were floating in the ocean. But that rarely happens. Rarely. Caleb Adams says, hey JT, you're a man who knows his way around a gun. No, I am not Drip 46. I am not Papa Drip. You know, to be honest, to be frank with you guys, the only time I've ever shot a fucking gun is in boot camp. When you shoot the pistol and you shoot the shotgun. But I grew up in the city. I grew up in Southern California. And we already know how Drip feels about us Californians and our gun control in this fucking state. But, you know, it's hard as fuck to get a gun. I grew up in the city. I didn't have no access to a gun. And the military was my first experience. And I haven't touched a gun after boot camp. You know, I was aviation. I was a plane captain. I wasn't an aviation ordnanceman. I really had no need. You know, I handled their fucking 50 cal and M22. Like I was able to mess with it, you know, just not actually shoot it, but, you know, touch it and whatnot in the helicopter. But other than that, I never shot a gun. The real Jew bear. After swim call, how do you get back onto the ship? Thanks, bro. Alright, so I did a swim call on the aircraft carrier. It's very rare to do them on the carrier, but when you do them, they'll have you jump off the aircraft elevator. So you jump off the aircraft elevator, it's about a 30-foot drop, and then everybody will swim back to the fantail. So we'll all kind of just go with the current, you float back. It was fucking crazy, though, when I did my swim call. You see, like, you're down in the ocean, right? You're swimming in the water, and you look straight up. 100 feet up is the fucking carrier. It's so massive when you're swimming next to it. Incredible experience. But you'll just swim to the back of the fantail. You'll climb up on the back, and they have a little ladder for you. And they have rescue swimmers all deployed into the water in case, you know, anybody fucking gets scared or whatever. Alright, next question from my boy Sungrazer. He's joining the Navy in a few months at the ripe old age of 26. You old fuck. I have no degree, and many have said I'm joining too late in life. What are your thoughts on this? Did you meet many people enlisted in their mid-20s? No, you know, I'm about to be 26, so I joined the Navy. I was in from 18 to 23. I've been in college now for 2 years. I'm about to graduate next year, so by the time I'm 26, I'll be a Navy veteran. I don't have my degree. So, you know, that's why I tell you people, the military is one of the best things you can fucking do. It sets you on a great path, especially joining right out of high school. If you don't know what to do, like what I was, if you didn't know what you wanted in life right out of high school and you needed direction, the military fucking set me up. Like I said, 26 next year, I'll have my degree and be a veteran. It's fucking awesome. To be honest, though, at 26, we're still so fucking young. And this is only going to be if you want 4 years of your life, where then you can get your degree afterwards. There's people there's veterans in their 30s right now at my college that are on their GI Bill, getting their degree that got out of the military. It's a very common thing. You being older, that's going to help you a lot in boot camp and a lot when you get to your first command. You have already so much life experience. Thinking back, when I joined the military, when I was 18, I knew nothing. I didn't know fucking shit. And now that I'm 25 in just 7 years, I feel like, holy fuck, if I would go into the military right now at 25, I would have so much of an edge on everybody just joining out of high school. You know, that all that life experience you're going to have, it's going to help you a lot, man. Trust me. My boy Outdoors says, what would you do in boot camp if something fatal happened to your familia? Now, regardless of where you are in boot camp, deployed, in A school, your family will have to send a Red Cross message. So if they send that Red Cross message to your command or to your training center, wherever you're at, they'll get that message and you will be gone like the next day within 24 or 48 hours, regardless of where you're at. I've had people that have gotten Red Cross messages in my command when we're in the middle of the Persian Gulf when we were deployed, and they got flown off the flight deck and they got sent home. But yeah, don't worry, you'll learn all about Red Cross messages and how your family can send them to you. Alright, last question here from my boy Shadow. Did you ever have second thoughts about going in and get nervous about the military? Now, I've talked about this a little bit before. I really want to say I got nervous when I was joining. It was more of, nervous excitement. Like, I want to fucking do this. Like, let's go. Like, ship me out to boot camp ASAP. When I was in boot camp, I did get a little homesick for about a day or two. I was really down in the dumps. I had like a gnarly fever and cough and chest cold. And I was sitting in my rack at night and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, I still had like 4 more weeks of boot camp left. And but that went away after a day or two. I got some letters from my family, so that's really important in boot camp too, to get letters, to write letters to whoever as much as you can, because those are the fucking lifeblood. That's what keeps you going in boot camp, those letters from the fam bam. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of AskJT number 18. As always, if you guys have any questions that I didn't get to, leave them #AskJT. Hopefully I can get it to a next video. Social media below as always, and 22,000 subscribers on the road to 50K. You guys have been fucking unreal in the comments, man, and liking the videos and all the support. I really appreciate it. So let's fucking keep the grind going. I'll see you guys very soon. And let's fucking go Giants. Beat the fucking Cowgirls today, baby.
Igual que el viento que esconde el agua, como las flores que esconden el lodo.